The Basil Family Dealerships are excited to announce the next Vehicles for Vets and First Responders 2023 finalist.
My name is Benjamin Stryker. I was in the Army for 3.5 years, and I was stationed at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I wanted to join the Army for a very long time, almost my whole childhood. My father was in the Army, my grandfathers were both in the Army, my mother was in the Army. I saw my dad putting the uniform on every other weekend. He was National Guard, and then he was a state trooper as well. So just seeing the family history, I watched a couple movies and read a couple books when I was in high school that really inspired me as well. And I knew I wanted to go join before I even left high school. Now what I'm doing, I'm actually a disabled veteran. I'm service connected through the VA. I had some PTSD and some other injuries from my time in Afghanistan. When I got home, I ended up having my mother pass away from breast cancer. So I had to deal with things that happened in Afghanistan, and then on top of that, my mother dying. So that put me in a pretty tough place where I really had to dig down deep and get help, go to the VA, do what was right for myself and for my family. And so now I started a veterans service called Stryker Support, and basically it's a volunteer service. We go to elderly veterans homes all across Western New York. We do yard work, we do chores around the house, we do anything that they might need extra help with, conversation. Sometimes they just want to talk, sometimes you just have a couple sticks for them to pick up. I had a gentleman in Leroy, New York the other day, cleaned out a couple of his sheds, and he has more jobs for us to do. So started a volunteer service. So I think that my time in Afghanistan helped shape what Stryker Support and what I am doing today by giving me an attitude of I always have something else to give, or I might not have the tool right now, but maybe I could develop that tool and be patient with myself. And this is through a lot of therapy, this is through meditating, this is through trying to find a better way because war broke my mind. Coming home, my mom dying broke my mind. So I really had to pull myself from rock bottom and find a way, add tools to my tool belt, mentally, physically, going to appointments, getting myself financially secure with Service Connection. I have health care now. I have things that I wouldn't have had if I didn't have the support around me too. And that's what Stryker Support is too. It's not just me, it's everybody that made sure that I got to this point. My family, my friends. Even though sometimes you don't think you're making a difference, sometimes you are making a difference and somebody might be thinking about you. I'd be completely honored to win the car, but I think it's such a great program that you guys are doing. I'm just happy to be a part of the experience. I can't wait to meet the other contestants and stuff. I'm very thankful.
Nominate a veteran or first responder who you feel deserves a new car from Basil at basilvehiclesforvets.com.